You said that you value autonomy in your thought, but all you really do in your videos is react to Joe Rogan podcasts, which doesn't really sound like individual thoughts to me. Can you comment on that?
Now and then I will cover a Joe Rogan interaction. The last one was Joe Rogan and Elon Musk. I don't know what I'm going to cover tomorrow.
You don't necessarily give your own thought. You don't comment on anything that's of substance that other people haven't mentioned themselves. I don't really consider you an influencer, but really a commentator.
When I'm watching these dynamics, I'm trying to identify the moves. The last video, for example, which was of this class, it was talking about the flaws of equity specifically. I don't think Sam interjected those arguments. If you watch that video, the argument being made are the points where I disagree with equity.
I just had an interesting perspective and thought with everything that you're saying, where you don't really care if I'm misspeaking. You don't really care about the politics of it. You're not trying to push a specific agenda in the videos you've made.
It's not political for me. There are principles in the world that I think are important, but it's not about getting a politician elected or representing the Republican line.
So in the name of that, wouldn't you say that the titles to a lot of your videos do kind of allude to the support of one side or the other, in the sense of like bolding liberal exposed or conservative exposes leftist view?
Yes, this is something I struggle with every time. You're playing with this title. When you get the combination of these silly words correct, it can mean the difference between 1 million people watch the video, 100,000. I am doing this for a living. There's plenty of criticism that could come with that.
That makes complete sense. I was taking it into consideration before you explained, because if this is how you make your living, it makes sense that you want people's attention to be grabbed when they're clicking on a video. So when you're talking to students and when you're making videos about students and what they're saying, it may be beneficial for you to have that bolded title and for you to have that kind of hook grabber, but people are going to see that and associate it with a college course that they're not in, and then watch parts of the video or all of the video and then lean on your title for the content of your video. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I hope that they lean on what they're actually seeing in the video, and I am condensing. We're taking an hour-and-a-half class. I'm just taking what I think is most interesting and important and condensing that in my perspective down to 10 minutes. This is a fair criticism that I'm going to always get. My guideline is, as long as I'm not deceptively editing something and then misrepresenting what you're saying, I think I can condense and accurately represent the logic to actually make it more digestible without misrepresenting. This is the first time I've been back in the classroom in this setting in a while. It's very different when I'm in the classroom. You're in teacher mode where it's not about what I think. It's about these are the arguments and we're going to navigate the perspectives and the logic